You know, again, one of the issues that we have fought so hard for, the Pell Grants, which then increased the amounts, but it's for 9 months. And what we need to do is we need to continue along those lines and also make it sensitive to the growing needs and the expenses that are naturally a result of education costs that we are accruing. Students themselves, I think, in order for them to feel that there is a future, must get to the point where they feel that there is something, that there is a lifestyle. And you know, I go back to something that happened when I was in the Hawaii State Senate, and that was Sustainability 2050. And we had, I think it was about 12 very young, best and the brightest. And we asked this one question, and that was, how many of you feel that you're going to be in Hawaii in the future? Not one raised their hand, not one. And it was clearly a combination of lifestyle, but in addition to that, really looking at whether or not there's a future. I think we've got to give them that hope and that future. They've got to see that we have an industrial base. And I use the word industrial base loosely. I don't mean just in terms of a manufacturing base, but we need to show them that they are high-paying, high-quality jobs for them, that they can look and say, we're going to raise our families. And it's not only unique to Hawaii, though of course Hawaii is very important to me, but it's also across the nation. We've got to provide. We've got to provide that hope. And if we don't do that, we're just going to be in a downward spiral that we're not going to recover from. We are the greatest nation in the world, and we must put our emphasis in maintaining that. We hear that, you know, Chinese will have a better GDP than us by the year 2016. We hear the challenges, but we've got to stop and recognize that, wait a minute, we are the country that offers everyone as much as you could possibly offer. In other words, we have the whole concept of freedoms, right? We have education that's available. So why can't we also have the job or the work opportunities? We should stop focusing on issues that divide us, or issues that say, you know, we shouldn't have, for example, unions, and we shouldn't have, we should fight immigrants. I mean, these are things that are counterproductive, because we do know, for example, the immigrant population has added so much to the nation and the building of the nation. Unions, for example, have ensured a lifestyle in and of themselves. But instead of doing these kind of counterproductive measures, which we see in different parts of the United States, what we should do instead is to focus all of that energy and all of that concern into how to make the United States the country that it needs to be. And that's what it comes down to. People may think, well, how can you possibly be focused on that? That is the future. The future is all of us investing in this country, all of us investing in the youth today to be the leaders tomorrow. Critical to that, however, is they need to see that there is hope, and not only that, that the people who are now in the position of decision-making believe in them and are willing to say, you know, these are tough times, but we have to invest. We have to invest in the educational systems. We have to invest in your ability to go forward. So we need to do things creative. We need to find ways that if they go into certain areas, that somehow we can then avoid their, you know, their need to worry about whether they can be funded or not.